Let me ask you.
in a
Okay, here we
symbolic
go.
way.
We have the Quran in front of us, and I want you to show me where Ibrahim he threw stones at Shaitan. Where we can
Yeah,
find this story.
I don't know where you can find the story, but this is what the scholars
So you
looking for.
Muslims, okay, so you Muslims, you copy each other, but you do not ask yourself who is the first one who fabricated this story. What if the story is a fabrication?
No, from my knowledge, it's not fabrication.
Why it's not? I mean, you have no source of it. What this is from? Where is coming from?
I think from reliable scholars. So
What who? Like who? I mean, do you take your religion from?
Al-Ghazali.
Okay, let me ask you: is Al-Ghazali is a scholar or he is a prophet?
He's Hujjatul Islam.
What Hujjatul Islam? What does that mean?
He's a proof for Islam. He's such an intellectual person.
Okay, so if
highest
Al-Ghazali,
ranked
okay, if
person.
Al-Ghazali he says something, that's mean you have to approve it, right?
Not necessarily, but he's
What do you mean? A second ago, he
person.
is Hujjatul Islam. Hujjatul Islam mean the proof of Islam. Translate Hujjatul Islam to people, please.
Yeah, proof of Islam. Yeah.
Okay, so if this guy he became the proof of Islam, and you acknowledge him with such a huge name, I mean, to say such a thing, this guy he is equal to a prophet. So he is the proof of Islam. So you copy a story from him just because he said the story?
He's a reliable person.
Okay, let me ask you. You do a manat, you Muslims, you do certain rituals in the Kaaba. Who is behind the rituals of Islam?
So, like a stoning I just told you.
What do you mean? Like who is behind it? What? As an example, Al-Safa and Al-Marwah. Who is behind Al-Safa and Al-Marwah? What is Al-Safa? Explain to people here.
So these are two mountains where a woman called Hajara, she was running between the mountains, and the reason was Ibrahim Islam, the Prophet Abraham, he left his wife and a son in the desert. So she was looking for water, and then Zamzam appeared. So there's water that appeared from the ground. It was a miracle from Allah. And
let me ask you: do the kuffar believe in Abraham?
Maybe they follow his tradition.
How they follow his tradition, but they don't believe in him?
That's possible.
What do you mean the possible? They don't believe in Abraham.
A person can,
you know, how you Muslim you say that Muhammad was the only one Abrahamic and the rest are not. So how the Muslims they claim such a thing that he was Abrahamic and those kuffar, the reason they are not, they are kuffar because they aren't Abrahamic. Now suddenly you say to me that the kuffar.
The reason the kuffar is because they took the idols as gods.
Okay, let me ask you. When Muhammad he said Al-Safa and Al-Marwah, it's okay to do it, was because of what?
It's like I said, these are all rituals.
No. The Muslims they complain. They say this is pagan. We will not do it. Is that true? Or I'm making things up?
It says pagan. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, this is pagan because the Arab they used to go between those two hills, simply because supposedly there is a story, a legend story, that there is a man and a woman, they have sex in the Kaaba, and Allah he cursed them, the moon god, and he made them stones. Is that true? And they used to go between those two idols. Is that true?
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Okay, so this is what Al-Safa and Al-Marwah is. The Arab they are not practicing Abraham. Read with me carefully. This is the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, not my book. This is your book. Let me zoom out. You will see that the Muslims they did not like it. This is why the Quran came, chapter 2 verse 158 says that As-Safa and Al-Marwah min sha'air Allah faman hajja al-bayt aw i'tamara fala junaha alayhi. It's not a sin to do As-Safa and Al-Marwah. It's not a sin.
Yeah.
Okay, why they thought it's a sin? That means some people they thought it's a sin, right?
Read that again.
It's not a sin to practice As-Safa and Marwah. Here we go, the verse in front of us. Therefore there's no sin. The Marwah and the Safa and Marwah are among the indication of ritual of Allah. So it is there therefore no sin for him who do that. Your God saying that. This is Quran. So what made
Yeah,
the
so
Muslim,
what's the problem?
so what the Muslims, what made the Muslim think there is a sin if we do Al-Safa and Marwa? Why they think it's a sin? Read me carefully. It says here, this verse revealed about a group of people from the helper Al-Ansar. Before Islam, they used to go and make pilgrimage to Manat, and were forbidden. This is where Manat is, and they were forbidden from going between Al-Safa and Marwa. Those people, they worship Manat. Al-Safa is from the ritual of Manat. So, and they were forbidden from going between Al-Safa and Marwa. When they went to do Hajj with Allah Messenger, which means now they became Muslims, Allah bless him and give him peace. They mentioned this to him. It was a request only for this group. This group, they said to him, we are used to do Al-Safa and Marwa, you know, we like it. Look what Muhammad he said. So Allah revealed this verse. So Muhammad, you know, I'm not insulting, I'm saying to you what I believe. Muhammad, because he's a hypocrite man, just because a group of Al-Ansar who they are pagan and now they converted to Islam and he don't want to lose them, they said to him, we like to do Al-Safa and Marwa. The rest of the Muslims, they don't do that. Only Al-Ansar.
Yeah, Allah replaced the rituals. So what's the problem?
What replace? I mean, do you replace?
Whatever they were
Okay,
doing
are you
was
saying to me
irrelevant.
Allah
The
he
new
changed?
revelation
No.
replaced it.
A second ago you told me this is about Abraham and his wife, and suddenly it is
Yeah,
about
of course,
Manat.
yeah, it is. No,
No,
it
it's
is.
not. Read carefully
So-
with me. No, read carefully with me. This is narrated by Muslim from report of Abu Bakr, etc., etc., etc. It says, we dislike. Who is saying? Anas ibn Malik. We dislike going between Al-Safa and Al-Marwa. Why Anas ibn Malik dislike to go between Al-Safa and Marwa? You give me an answer. If this is what Abraham wife she did, why he dislike?
Because maybe the pagan Arabs they did wrong stuff.
Because this is the shrine of the pagan. This is not the ritual only. This is the shrine of the pagan. It's in front of you. It says, because they were the shrines of Quraysh in the pre-Islamic period.
No, how does that affect Islam in any way? That's the question I'm asking.
It's very easy to explain it. Muhammad, because if he is a true prophet, he will not accept under any condition to take a pagan shrine to be part of his shrine.
The prophet can replace the rituals that they're doing.
What do you mean he can replace? What do you mean he can replace? This is not, he did not replace, he returned back to it. The people used to go around the Kaaba before Islam. The people used to cause the black stone before Islam. The women, they used to go naked around the Kaaba before Islam. Men, they put a sheet around themselves and they replace their clothes before Islam. This is exactly used to do. They shave their head before Islam, and they slaughter before Islam, and they cut the hand before Islam for a thief. And now Muhammad, just because Al-Ansar, they said to him, this is a shrine of us, we like it. Muhammad, he says,
yeah,
it's not sin.
They must have took it from Prophet Ibrahim Islam. They must have learned
Where
that
is
from
Ibrahim here? Read carefully. Do you see Ibrahim in the story? It is the shrine. This is Anas ibn Malik, not me, saying we dislike going between As-Safa and Marwa because this is where the shrine of Quraysh in the pre-Islamic. And not only that, it says, read carefully. So then Allah revealed the verse, said, Umar ibn Hubaysh, etc. I asked Umar, blah, 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 and Safa and Marwa. And in Safa, there was an idol for a man called Isaf. And on Al-Marwa, there's an idol which supposedly for a woman, her name is Naila. The people of the book claimed that those two had committed adultery in the Kaaba and has punished by Allah and turned them into two stones. Now, where is Abraham in the story? Obviously, the Arab, they are worshiping those things. They have idols, they worship them, they practice them, and they are part of their religion. And Muhammad, just because he don't want to lose those people who they are Al-Ansar, they like it, they practice it. So you know what? Let us do it.
Ibrahim Islam is in the Quran, so he basically him and the son they built it.
Where is Abraham in the Quran? Where is in the Quran? Where in the Quran it says Al-Safa and Al-Marwa is from Abraham? Can you show me? It's not in the Quran, never. So
I can find where he left. I can find maybe in some scripture.
My friend, what scriptures? What are you talking about? This, here we go. This is the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. The book of Asbab al-Nuzul is so clear. There's two idols of a man and a woman, and those people, they believe in them and they worship them and they practice their shrine. This is their shrine. Who? The Ansar. The Ansar is the one who made Muhammad change his ritual and add additional to the Kaaba, additional to the Jamarat, throwing the rocks at the Shaitan house. Additional to that, he add this just because somebody requested, the same as the Kaaba. Who